Let's do it. Bam. I will begin with a Dimir Guildgate. And I will say go.
Off turn. I will play a Verdant Catacombs. I will pass from there.
All right. Turn. Draw. Very nice. We have a Blooded Strand. I'm going to go ahead and crack that. God, let's try.
How close to the top was it?
Like 3 cards. Gonna come in untapped, so I'm gonna take another 2. Tap that for 1 white for an Esper Sentinel.
Ooh.
Any responses?
Nope.
All
Active
right.
negation. No.
Sure, I'll let you lose next turn. I will take that trade.
Welcome to the shortest episode of Thoughtclash.
Yeah. I'm gonna tap the forest for a Sakura Tribe Scout, and then I'll pass.
Thanks.
Moving to his turn, I am going to crack my Verdant Catacombs just to avoid me doing it on my turn.
Love that. All I'm doing for my turn is I'm playing a mountain, tapping for 1, and playing Basilisk Collar.
Would you like to pay your Esper Sentinel taxes?
Is it just 1?
It's just 1.
I pay my taxes.
Very good.
Ooh, look at that.
And then I'll pass turn.
I am getting an Overgrown Tomb untapped off of that tapped, sorry. I'll move to my turn. Put Hazel back over there. That's weird.
Oh.
I will play a Reliquary Tower. Tap 2. I'm not paying for Esper Sentinel off the Arcade Signet. And pass.
Pay your taxes.
I couldn't.
I will untap and draw. That's going to be
Might not be
a
able to
command tower for turn. I'm going to tap for blue and color for an Ethereum Sculptor, reducing the cost of my artifacts by 1. I don't pass turn there.
He's ramping.
I'm gonna draw for turn. I'll play a forest. Press. And I will tap Sakura Tribe Scout, or Sakura Tribe Scout, to play another forest.
All right.
And then I'll pass.
All right. It is the beginning of turn 3, so the bounties begin.
We have bounties.
Mistaken. At the starting player's 3rd turn begins, reveal the top bounty cards. So we begin with Lord Fehal. At the beginning of your end step, if a land card was put into your graveyard from anywhere this turn, collect your reward.
Okay.
So, first person to get a land into their graveyard collects the reward. The reward count is currently 1.
And did we explain to the audience what bounties are?
Yes, so the bounties have now begun as I have begun my 3rd turn of the game. Bounties go up in rewards from level 1 to 4, increasing from a treasure all the way up to 2 treasures and a card. The first player to meet the conditions of the currently revealed bounty collects their reward at the end step.
Beautiful.
So in this case, the first person to end their turn with having a land go to their graveyard from anywhere collects the current level of reward. Which sucks, because I'm a lands deck as well, and I have no means of getting a land into my graveyard currently, but I do have a Black Dragon Gate. I'll name its other color to be green, so it is a Golgari colored gate. But
Beautiful.
Unfortunately, nothing else I can do with that, so I pass turn. And the bounty goes to level 2.
Draw. I'll play a Swamp as my land for turn.
Where's that fetch land when you needed it, right?
Yeah, it's you ever regret playing a fetch land first turn?
I know, right?
I'm gonna do a green, black, +1. Well, actually, I don't have to pay my taxes for You don't have to pay your taxes for creatures, do you?
You do not.
Then I am going to do a black +3, and I'm going to play a Chittering Witch. When Chittering Witch enters the battlefield, I'll create a number of black rat creature tokens equal to the number of opponents I have.
All right.
Hey, I count as one of those.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, so end step, pay 3, and I'm going to play Antish Restoration. I'm going to sack a land, put it in my graveyard.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey! I'm going to search 2 base clans.
Now, so if it matters before you do that, rewards are only collectible on your turn.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I was going to do this anyway.
Passes to me, and bounties still alive.
Correct. Yep. So it's at level 3. So if claimed this turn, you'll have the choice of either 2 treasures or a card.
Sea of Clouds is land for turn. Then I control 1/2 artifacts. So for the grand total of 1, I'll cast an Emery, Lurker of the Lock. Any responses?
Oh, that's a good card.
Very good. I'm going to mill 4 cards.
Oh no.
Baleful Strix, Selfless Spirit, a Swamp, and Archetype of Imagination.
Dang.
One of them was a land. In blue, I also cast an Artificer's Assistant. So whenever I cast a historic spell, I get to scry a card. And with that, I can go to my end step. And I believe I can select a bounty.
Yep, you have the choice between 2 treasures or drawing a card.
I want those treasures.
Miles, for the beginning of your turn, the new bounty is Squeakers the Sly. At the beginning of your end step, if a legendary creature you controlled attacked alone this turn, collect your reward.
Okay.
All right.
I'm never gonna collect that one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna draw for turn.
Legendary creature alone. That's a rough one.
That is tough.
Dog meat would be
Play a
perfect.
forest for turn.
I could probably get there with Yidris.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to tap Sakura Tribe Scout. Put another land card into play. And I'm going to tap all 6. Or Aesi, if there's any responses.
Nope.
None here.
Okay, cool. So I can play an additional land per turn with Aesi, and it's going to be a Cabaret Courtyard. I am going to gain 1 life, and I'm going to sack it. I'm going to draw a card first off Cabaret Courtyard, and now I'm going to put this in my graveyard, and I'm going to shuffle. Or I'm going to find. Looks like it's a forest. Yeah, forest card. All right, shuffle.
Could you imagine if the last bounty made it to you? That would have been those 2 cards, AC, and then another card and treasures.
Yeah.
Dang.
I had a feeling it wasn't going to come my way with Alela up there. Yeah. I drew my second card, and I'll pass.
Isn't
Cannot attack with a legendary.
All right. Bounty goes to level 2 at my turn. Plaza of Harmony. I control 2 or more gates, so I gain 3 life.
Ooh.
Yay. Plaza either makes colorless or a mana of any type that a gate I control could produce, which is everything but red at the moment, which is fine. We don't need that. But I can do green, black, blue, red for my commander, Yidris, the Maelstrom Wielder.
Very nice.
No haste yet, unfortunately, so I do have to pass my turn.
Untap.
And the bounty goes to 3.
Upkeep. Draw. Play Tainted Wood. That is my land for turn. That's not off screen, right? I'm making sure.
Nope.
No.
Seems fine. So as you know, we reach a pinnacle of quality standard here on the Thoughtcast.
I do green black +2. Hazel of the Rootbloom.
There she is.
There she
Tap
be.
take your life. Tap any X untapped tokens you control. add X mana in any combination of colors. And then it says at the beginning of your end step, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. If that token is a squirrel, instead create 2 tokens that are copies of it. I will move to my end step, and I will create a copy of these rats.
That's not a
Beautiful.
squirrel.
Well, I know. They are here for men.
Bounty hits level 4. It's max on your turn, Chase, so it will remain there until someone claims it.
Alrighty. Going to combat. And I'm going to swing Emery at John.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he does have a legendary, huh?
Am I missing something with Emery? Does she have Death Touch?
No, she's just a 1.
He just wants those treasures, man.
You just really want those treasures?
2 treasures and a card? Come on.
Do I take your bait that you don't have a combat trick?
He does have open mana.
No, I know you have open mana, but I know your deck. I'm calling your bluff. I'm blocking Emery.
That's fine.
Okay.
So now he gets 2 treasures and 2 cards.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine, but now Emery's off the board, so value.
Yeah, she can come back later.
You don't get the cards until later, right?
Yeah. You don't get that. You don't get that stuff till your end step.
Cool. So, what to do now? Right now, what we're gonna do?
Yeah, no value yet.
White, blue, black. Ding myself a 1. I'll cast Alela. That will trigger Artificer Assistant. That's a historic spell, so I get to scry 1. Just leave that boy right there. Moving into my turn. Get some treasures.
Yep, 2 treasures
Draw
and
that
a card.
Beautiful.
All right.
And turn passes to Miles.
New bounty for you, Miles. It is Ariana, the Wrecking Ball. At the beginning of your end step, if you committed a crime this turn, collect your reward.
Ooh. And committing a crime involves targeting a player, right? Or targeting a creature.
Yes, crime committing is basically targeting essentially anything of your opponent's. So if you target something of theirs, like a spell on the stack, any permanent they control, or a card in their graveyard, that is committing a crime.
Okay.
So
Well,
it's pretty open-ended.
I'm gonna.
Oh, also if you target the opponent as well. So if you target a specific opponent, that is also committing a crime.
Okay. I'm gonna tap 5.
Ooh.
I'm gonna play Tatiova, Mythic Druid.
Lovely. It's like AC2.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like the second commander.
It's so
And I'm gonna tap
ridiculous.
blue for a Ruin Crab. I'm sorry, guys. I know, it is everyone's favorite card.
Millen time.
I'm gonna play Forest. Play the land, so I'll draw a card.
There was Provisioner. Yeah.
3 lanes. I'm not mad at that.
The Black Gate, Thespian Stage, and Sea Gate. Also 3 lands. That's kind of unfortunate.
I missed this trigger, so I actually gain a life from
Tatiova.
Tatiova.
And
I also draw a card off
a
Tatiova.
Forest, a Tireless
Yep.
Provisioner, and a Moonstone Eulogist.
And unfortunately, that's all I'm gonna do. So I will pass.
No crimes have been committed today.
No crimes have been committed.
I'm innocent.
I love how, like, the only thing that's not a crime is
The Ruin
assault.
Crab?
No, like,
Yeah, yeah.
attacking someone, not a crime. Battery, we don't count that.
But speaking of attacking somebody, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I will move to my combat, and I will be swinging Yidris at you, fish. Yidris
taking
is a
5.
5/4 with trample.
Cool, I took 5.
Excellent. That is 5 commander damage on you as well. Yidris connects, and I get Cascade from my hand. Wow, I had an absolute fart on what words I was meaning. Yeah, and I'll do the table a favor with 1 double black and a green, and I'm gonna do Death Sprout. Unable to pay the Esper Sentinel tax, but I am targeting Esper Sentinel.
Yeah, that's fine.
To destroy it, and I'm gonna search my library for a basic land. Oh, gee willikers, would you look at that as I move to my... Oh, actually, crap, right. Wait, hold on. No new information has been gained, right, because on the Death Sprout on the stack should have cascaded. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, so let me... Guys, welcome to watching our videos on the channel. We are absolutely professional game players at all standards of the game. Do not worry about it. So, sorry. Death Sprout on the stack, and Esper Sentinel is still in play, technically, as well, and Yidris does his Cascade. That's 4... I'm looking for 3 or less, which is Explore.
Yeah.
Esper will have already seen the 1 non-creature a turn, though, right?
Yes, he will have.
Yeah. Okay. So the Explore resolves first. I can play an additional land, draw a card, and then the Death Sprout resolves. Destroy Esper Sentinel. I go get a basic.
Very good.
Sorry, gang. I'm a professional when behind, in front of, or around a camera. That was the whole reason I swung with Yidris. I'm such an idiot.
It's all right. It happens.
Okay. Death Sprout's done resolving. I have my extra land drop I can still now do for the turn. As much as I don't like to play this as a land, I'll play Teleria West as my land.
Oh.
It does come in tapped. It's used to tutor the win condition of this game. Yeah. But sometimes you just need it as a land. So
yeah,
here it is. I moved to my end step. I have committed a crime this turn, so I will collect the level 2 reward, which is 2 treasure tokens.
You have indeed.
I'll grab those in a second.
He did nothing wrong.
Fish. For your turn, we have Lissa, Sterling Collector. At the beginning of your end step, if the player with the most cards in hand or tied for the most cards as the turn began was dealt combat damage this turn, collect your reward.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm not going to be doing that, so I'll play a Temple of Malady as my land for turn.
So this bounty is all about going after the person who has the most cards in hand as the turn began.
I have 4, by the way.
I'm going to tap Hazel and tap these 4 for 2 black and 2 green.
Okay.
Then I'll do a green and a black for Garuk, Cursed Huntsman.
Ah, he's a furry.
Yeah, I'm going to -3 him and destroy Tatiova. And I get to draw a card. Then I will move to my end step, and I'm going to create a copy of a rat.
Keep and draw. Oh, interesting. 1 mana. I'm going to cast an Arcane Signet. That will net me a fairy, and I get to scry 1. I will cast a Sword of Feast and Famine. Responses?
Nope.
Cool. I'm going to burn 2 treasures to give the girl a stick. She gets +2/+2, throw black-green, and whenever she deals damage to a player discards a card, I untap all my lands.
Whack.
Not bad.
Very whack. Then I got to, and it also nets me a fairy. Get a visible spin down here. So 2 of them now. And scry, but I know it's there and it's going to stay there. I'm going to tap for another 2 and cast the whack, the Sword of Wealth and Power, which is another scry and another fairy. We're going to move to combat. Oof.
Are you sitting on the most cards in hand right now?
I have 5. Anybody
I
else
have
have 5?
I have 6.
I
Oh,
have 4.
F5.
wow. I'm going to swing Alela over at John.
Shocker. Yeah, I can't stop that. How much am I taking?
5.
5 commander.
I gain 5. John, you discard a card.
Yeah. I'll discard this March from Velis Vale.
And I get to untap all my lands.
All 3
Funny how-
of them.
All 3 of them.
You've been banking on these treasures all night.
I'm going to tap 2 and equip the whack to Alela. She now has pro, black, green, and instants and sorceries.
Build your own Emrakul.
Pretty much. She also has +4/+4 at this point. I'm going to pass my turn there.
So at your end step, you did the bounty condition. You attacked the player with the most cards. So create 2 treasures.
Yeah! I like this game.
Miles, you get... Oh, this is an interesting one. Sleepy Sovka. At the beginning of your end step, if you cast no spells this turn, collect your reward.
Oh. Hmm.
Oh, that's rough.
It is. That's tough. I'm gonna pay 2 for Lightning Greaves,
Beautiful.
and I'm gonna equip it to Aesi.
Okay.
0.
No responses.
None here.
I'll pay 4 for Sky Shroud Claim.
In response to that, I'm going to black 1, sacrifice one of these, and Deadly Dispute. Draw 2 cards and put a treasure token.
So I can go on. Are you destroying anything here? I don't.
I can't. That card doesn't destroy anything. I just
okay.
didn't. I wanted to see what was on the top of my hand. So
It had
or,
Deadly in the
on my-
name, so I was assuming the worst.
Yeah,
Bring Forest out.
He's using a rat for value.
Yep.
Just
We're gonna
plain basic forests.
We're going
We're
to
entering the battlefield.
Squeezing all the value out of the rat like a Twinkie.
So you played a forest, you said?
Yeah, I brought 2 out.
Do
and
some
that will
milling.
trigger the Hedron, yeah, so that'll be 6.
All right.
Bring this down a little bit.
There goes Chatterfield.
Perilous
That's
Mirror.
unfortunate.
Bunch of land stuff.
Skyfisher,
Perilous
Spider,
Mirror,
Blue Land,
and-
Skull Clamp, Chatterfang, and yeah, missiles.
Perilous Mirror and
And-
Marionette Apprentice in the yard. Not a fan of that.
2 lanes entered, so I'm going to do my draw step here. My draw triggers. Play a land per turn.
We all mill.
Yep.
Ugh, there goes Baldur's Gate. Oh no.
2 planes and side.
I'm gonna run out of gates here real fast.
And I'll tap 3 for a Kodama's Reach. Oh, I don't. Yeah. Kodama's Reach. I'm going to grab some islands. Island's going to come onto the battlefield tapped. Another island's going to go in my hand. I will shuffle.
Oh, that's rough.
Really sorry, I should keep track of this. I think I played a land per turn.
You
I don't know if I
did.
did the-
Yeah,
did
you
I do
played
the
one.
additional?
Yep.
Just one land?
I don't think the additional yet. No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I could tap this if I didn't, but I don't think I did. I'm gonna play another island. I'm gonna draw a card.
Yeah, because you've done Lightning Greaves, the Sky Shroud Claim, then a land for turn, and the Kodama's
Okay,
Reach.
that's what I thought.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tap 1 green for a Sylvan Safekeeper.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Could you slide your cards down a little bit?
Oh yeah, my bad. Here. Is it the glare? In the computer?
It's the bar on your nameplate. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, better.
Perfect. Thank you.
I don't think I'm ready to attack yet, so I will pass.
All right. Bounty goes to level 2. This late into the game, is it worth taking a full turn off for treasures? I don't think it is, but I'll play a land for turn. It'd be Gateway Plaza. I have to pay a mana to keep it in play because it's like a Rupture Spire, but is also a gate. That's pretty cool. 2 mana to give Yidris the Basilisk Collar. This will give it Death Touch Lifelink along with his natural trample, so that's pretty whack. Chase. Or who's a problem? Like, you're building up a big board, but Miles is also getting tons of lands.
I have a stack.
Yeah. Actually, I think it is actually going to be you, Miles. I'm going to swing Yidris. I'm going to swing Yidris at you. So he's a 5/4 with trample, death touch, lifelink.
I'll take it.
All right. 5 damage, please. 5 commander.
Okay.
And I have Cascade on my spell's trigger. 3 and a green using a treasure. And I'll have it be Per's Whim.
Oh.
I Cascade. So we're going to go find that. I'm looking for 3 or less. Glaive of the Guild Pact, right off the top. Love that. So the stack right now is Glaive of the Guild Pact and Per's Whim. Any responses?
Nope.
I have a response to Glaive of the Guild Pact.
All right.
I'm going to bin a treasure for a blue, and I will Swan Song that.
Glaive of the Guild Pact?
Yes.
All right.
I don't need Yidris to have Vigilance and Menace.
No. All right. I'll get a
bird.
I'll grab a bird later for. This is a bird for right now. Pair's Whim can resolve.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So for each player, I choose friend or foe. Friends search their library for a land to put it on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. Foes have to sacrifice an artifact or an enchantment. Fish. Firstly, I'm being a friend to myself, obviously.
Okay.
Fish, you also get to be my friend. Chase and Miles, you both get to be foes.
Okay. I'm gonna bin this treasure.
I gotta sack this good old Lightning Greaves.
Yep. Fish, you and me get to go search for a land. You can go get anything you want.
Man, too bad I milled my Cavern of Souls.
Right? And I'm doing this now so that I can go grab my Maze's End before Miles mills it.
I'm gonna go get a Swarmyard off of mine.
It looks like it was towards the bottom of my deck, but still, yeah, it was 5th from the bottom.
Cool.
I got Swarmyard as my land.
Ooh, I love that new art for Swarmyard.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
And I am grabbing Maze's End. It is my primary win condition of the deck. If I activate it with a certain amount of gates of different names, I can win the game.
Very nice. How many gates do you have?
Currently 3.
Okay.
So we're a ways off from it right now, but just want everybody to be aware it is down in play now. And then, so I'll go grab that bird token that you made for me, and I will pass turn, and the bounty goes to level 3.
Play a Woodland Cemetery as my land for turn. I'm gonna +0 Druk and create 2 black and green. I don't think these are the right zombies, but they are now.
He makes wolves, doesn't he?
Is that wolves? Oh, jeez Louise.
Yeah. Yeah, because when that Garrick was first printed, the joke was inside you are 2 wolves. One of them is green, the other one is black. You are Garrick, cursed huntsman.
There they are. Sorry, I apologize.
That's fine. He's a very odd planeswalker.
What's the bounty at?
It's at level 3 currently, which is the choice between 2 treasures or a card. The bounty condition is casting no spells. It's a rough one. It is the weirdest in the collection, honestly. So simple, yet so, like, challenging on, like, is it worth it?
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing if it draws early. A little late like this, It's like, who's gonna do it?
Yeah, it being like the very first one wouldn't have been too bad.
No,
it would have been.
I don't know about it.
I would have definitely done it. I'm gonna do a black and 1 for a Zulaport Cutthroat. Pay 2 life here. And then I can tap X untapped tokens to create any combination of mana. Does that doesn't mess with summoning sickness, right? Because it's this tapping it.
Correct. Yeah, it's
Yep.
Hazel
You can tap
doing it.
whatever. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm tapping 4 here, and I'm going to tap one of these. Creating 1 green and the rest black. I'll play a Moldervine Reclamation. Whenever a creature I control dies, I gain 1 life and draw a card. Then for a black +2, I'm going to play a Morbid Opportunist. Yeah, I will move to my... actually, no, not yet. I'm going to do...
We're in real trouble if your board is Wrath.
That's the fun part. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait. I'll move to my end step, and I'm going to create a treasure token, I think. Yeah, and then I'll pass.
You pay 3 for a Solemn Simulacrum. Trigger Artificer's Assistant. That makes a fairy. And I got a basic lane. It's going to combat. I'm going to swing Alela over at Kirby. And I'm going to swing Artificer's Assistant at Gyre.
What's Alela at right now?
She is a 6/7 with protection from instants, sorceries, black and green.
Okay, so I'm taking 6. It's a beefy fairy.
I will do a black and 1. I'm going to sacrifice this wolf to give the Artificer's Assistant -2/-2 till the end of the turn off the Chittering Witch. But there will be some triggers when I sacrifice this. I'll go Moldervine, I'll gain a life, and draw a card. And then I will put 2 loyalty counters on Karuk. Then Zulaport Cutthroats, I will gain a life, you guys will lose a life. And then Morbid Opportunist will trigger, I will draw a card.
That was a lot of value.
Yeah. I just kind of want to see what happened. Okay, then my combat triggers occur. So I untap all my lands. Kirby, you will discard a card. You also discard a second card. You discard 1 from each of the swords, actually. No, I create a treasure token. No, you only discard 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say swords are the wealth and powers you create a treasure
Second.
token, right?
Yeah, treasure token. And the next spell I cast, next instant sorcery I cast, I get to copy. If I cast an instant sorcery. All right, cool. Moving to my second main phase. I'm going to tap 4 creatures with flying.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 white for Safara, Sky's Blade.
How do you find that angel every time?
I have no clue. What we're gonna do? We're gonna pay 4 and move the swords to the angel. So my other creatures, my creatures with flying have hexproof, which means Alela and my fairies, and indestructible. And then she's protected from most things at this point. So I'll pass turn.
Yeah, wait, do they have just indestructible, right? They don't have hexproof too?
No, they don't have hexproof. That's something else. They are just currently indestructible.
Okay. Yeah, you said hexproof. I just wanted to clarify.
You're saying not yet.
He's foretelling.
That comes later.
That comes later. That's something else.
I'll draw a card for turn. I'll pay a blue. And I'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4 green for Maloku, the Clouded Mirror. I'm going to also tap 1. I'm going to return this forest to my hand for Maloku's ability. And I will create a blue illusion creature token with flying.
Very nice.
It's not real, it's just an illusion. I have one. Now I have a land that I can play. First, before I do that, I'm going to tap 4 and 2 for Ancient Green Warden.
Oof.
And now I'm going to play Forest. That will mill 6. I will draw 2 cards.
Saw in half on our Dryad Leader, Shambler, Witchukabog, War, and Chipper.
Foundry Inspector and Mirkwood Bats. The rest are lands.
Goodbye, Scoot Swarm.
I'm also going to play an island for Aesi's additional land per turn. I'm going to draw a card. Well, 2 cards, actually.
Oh, Southern Tides. That would have been helpful. Ooh. Oh, Ink Shield. Would have loved to have
There goes my Ashdod Melter. That kind of sucks.
Not like I was ever gonna have the mana for Ink Shield. That was never gonna happen.
I would say how awful it is that you're struggling, but that would be lying.
And I'm just going to go ahead and pay 3 for Nadu.
Nadu?
I had to put him in here. I had to. I know more lands I can play, and I will... I don't really feel like attacking. I don't want to lose any of these guys. They're kind of important right now. So I'm going to be defensive. Could be a mistake, but I'm going to go defensive.
Alright, how do we get out of this bind?
I'm also trying to figure that out.
There is so much happening right now. Here's my problem. I don't know if I've got enough gates at this point. Maybe. I'm gonna certainly try, but
go for it.
I'm not confident I have enough gates at this point, but I guess we'll see. Alright. I want the cascade value, so I am gonna go to combat. Fish, I'm sure you're totally fine with having some creatures die, so I'm gonna send Yidris at you for 5.
Yeah, I'll block with this wolf.
Okay. Yidris does still have the trample and death
That's
touch,
fine.
so yep. So
The rest
one
I
day.
need to keep. So that will put a loyalty counter on Garuk. That will trigger Moldervine. I will gain a life, draw a card. Then I will. What else? Then you guys will lose a life, and I'll gain a life. And then I will draw a card off of Morbid Opportunist as well.
Yep. I took my life from your Zulaport Cutthroat, and then I gained it from Yidris to the lifelink. You end up taking 4 commander damage from me. And then I have Cascade. I'll do 2 and a blue for Guild Summit. Trigger Cascade. I'm going for 2 or less. Sylvan Scrying. Any responses? Any responses to this stack right now? Probably not.
No.
Nope.
Okay. So
I'm
Sylvan
scared.
Scrying puts a land into my hand. I'm gonna grab Vesuva off of the Sylvan Scrying.
Oh.
So that'll go to my hand.
Okay.
And then Guild Summit enters. It's an enchantment. I'm not gonna tap any gates for its effect right now, but the future effect it does is when I have a gate enter under my control, I draw a card.
Nice.
My land, I haven't played a land yet for the. Well, let's wait on that. Actually, let's do another spell first, real quick. 4 and a green. For to add another element into the game. By the way, explore the Underdark. It'll search my library. Yeah, I'm. We're already doing bounties. Let's do the initiative.
Why not?
Which I will keep track of that. But so explore the Underdark will search my library for up to 2 basic lands and or gates, and put them into play tapped. And then to shortcut it, after I had to finish the Cascade thing as well. Where is my initiative crap? There it is. First stage. Well, okay. Let me backpedal. First thing I have to do is Cascade. That's step 1. Step 1 is Cascade. Into Beast Within. So Beast Within goes on the stack. I gotta target the Sword of Feast and Famine.
Ooh. Oh, that's right. That's anything. Yeah, but
You get a 3/3 Beast token. And then Explore the Underdark. Searches for 2 basics and or gates, puts them on battlefield tapped and shuffle. And then I take the initiative. The short version is initiative is kind of like Monarch. It can be passed around from person to person. And as you gain it, and at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have it, you go into a level of Undercity, which I have here. And so to shortcut my land searching, secret entrance of Undercity is searching for a basic land and putting it into your hand. So I'm going to shortcut my searching right now of 2 gates into play and a basic to my hand, if that's okay with everybody.
Fine with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So basic to hand, and then Simic Guild Gate and Gruul Guild Gate. The 2 gates entering trigger Guild Summit. So I'll draw 2 cards. Okay, I guess that's all I'm able to do. Sorry, I took a little bit of a longer turn there, but I will pass after that.
You good?
Ooh, on your end step though.
Oh, am I at? Okay.
Sacrifice a land. I'm gonna sacrifice Forest to trigger Nadu's ability. I'm gonna make I'll make Aesi hexproof, and so I'm gonna reveal the top card of my library. I haven't played Nadu yet, and if it's a land, it goes on the battlefield.
It's a ruined
So I'm gonna
crab
do
tree.
that.
And that triggers in the mill.
Yep.
Reinhardt and Tuco was my best thing out of that.
And I'm gonna draw 2 cards off of Aesi's. 1,
Lots of ramp stuff.
2,
2, 3, or 6.
and I think I might do it one more time here.
Each library tower.
In a sec, another land. I'll make Nadu. I'll give Nadu Shroud. It's a Shroud, not hexproof. I'm gonna reveal, and it is not a land. Let's see what that does. Put it in my hand. Put that Ruminap in my hand. I'll pass.
Is it you'll pass my turn? Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. I'm done.
Nadu players, I tell ya.
I'm gonna tap Hazel, pay 2 life, and tap 4 rats for 4 green. Then I will tap this for another, and I'll put a doubling season on the stack.
Yeah.
If that
Good by me.
resolves, I will up Rook, and I will create 4 wolves.
He's feeling extra beastie today.
Then for a black and 2, I'll play a Warren Soul Trader. I gotta try to dig for something that helps me finish this game. I know I can do a lot of digs right now, but I don't think I can kill you guys. So let's find out. I'm gonna pay life, and I'm gonna sacrifice one of these rats to make 2 treasure tokens. I will sacrifice the rats. That will trigger a bunch of stuff. So I'll do Moldervine first. I will gain a life and draw a card. Then we will do Morbid Opportunist. I will draw a card, and then we will do Zulaport Cutthroat. You guys will lose a life, and I will gain life.
Dang, all you really needed right now is Chatterfang. You have infinite.
Chatterfang's in my graveyard.
Surely in green and black you have a way to get it back.
Not in my current hand, I don't.
We'll get there.
All right, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to sacrifice, pay 1 life to sacrifice a rat. That'll go down to 2. Then same triggers. I will, except for Morbid Opportunist doesn't happen anymore, so I'll draw a card and gain 2 life, and you guys will lose 1 life.
No.
Oh man, so close to being able to do so much fun stuff. And then I forgot to make my extra 2 treasures there. I apologize. I should be at 6. I'm going to do it again. Minus a life. I'll draw a card, gain a life. I forgot to sacrifice. I did. No, I did. I'm going to one of those. And then you guys will lose a life, and I will gain a life there. So up to 8 treasures. I'm going to use 7 of these treasures.
Oh.
And I'm going to play Beldros Witherbloom. It has, at the beginning of each upkeep, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature with, when this dies, you gain 1 life, and then pay 10 life, untap all lands you control, activate only once each turn. 2 for a cash grab. Mill 4 cards, and I can put a permanent among them milled into my hand. If it's a squirrel, I get to create a food token. We're on Frostfang, Forest, Idol of Oblivion, and Poison Tip Archer. Yeah, it'll be the Idol of Oblivion for now. Oh wait, what does it say? Sorry, I need to read that spell again. If it's a squirrel, I'll create a food. That's not a squirrel. I'll tap these 2. Play that Idol of Oblivion. I'm going to tap it to draw a card. Alright, I'm going to pay 10 life to untap all my lands. Alright, I'm going to tap for 3 and use this colorless to play at Masswood Nexus. Then I'm going to tap for a green, a black, and 1 for Slimefoot the Stowaway.
Okay.
So everything is also a Saproling. I'm just going to start sacrificing a bunch of stuff and trying to see how close I can get to doing things. So I'm going to sacrifice this rat and pay 1 life. To create 2 treasure tokens. There will be... I will gain a life and draw a card. And then you guys will lose 2 life, and I will gain 2 life off of Zulaport Cutthroats and Slimefoot the Stowaway. gonna do the same thing with one of these tokens right here.
Okay.
So I will sacrifice one. That will put 2 counters on Garuk. And then I will create 2 more treasure tokens. I will gain a life and draw a card, and then you guys will lose 2 life, and I will gain 2 more life. Then I'm going to use a black here and 2 of these for a Bastion of Remembrance. When it ETPs, I'll create 2 white human soldiers. So now when a creature dies, you guys will lose 3 life, and I will gain 3 life.
Yes.
Excuse me. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do all 3 of them. If that's okay. Or do you guys want me to do them individual? I'll do them individual. 1, sacrifice. I'm going to create 2 of these. I will pay a life. I think I didn't pay a life last time, so I'm going to pay an extra because I don't think I did. And then I will gain a life and draw a card. And then you guys will lose 3.
Really?
And I'll gain 3.
Can I respond to that real quick? I just want to sack a forest here.
Sure. In response to that, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna sack forest. I'm gonna make you guys mill.
It will literally put your stuff on pause.
I know.
Because I can continue to do whatever I'm doing, but
Right. Well, I'll just wait then. I'll wait till you're done, unless I'm dead.
Yeah, that's the problem with activated ability stuff is that like unless like you know what I mean, like he can just keep in response to your thing, just keep doing his doing. So
all right, so I'm going through. I'm going to do one more. I will lose a life, and then I will draw a card and gain a life, and then you guys will lose 3, and I'll gain 3. I'm just reading through the cards in my hand to see if I've drawn anything relevant. Same thing here. Sacrifice this. Well, I should have put 2 more on here. He should be back up to 11 now after this one. So I'm going to sacrifice this. Same thing happens. I will draw a card. I will lose a life. Create 2 more of these. And then you guys will lose 3 life and I'll gain 3 life. I'm going to use 3 of these treasures to play Nadir's Nightblade. And then I'm going to keep doing
at 4.
What was that? Yeah, now we're at 4. Death or life loss and life gain for me. I'm going
Miles with him putting a spell on the stack. You could respond now.
Okay, I'd like to do that real quick. I'll just sack this real quick.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna make Aesi. I'll give it Aesi Expert, I guess. And I'm gonna reveal this card. Actually, it's a land. Gonna go on the battlefield. I'll draw 2 cards.
And we mill.
Yep. Mill 6.
Stadium, Valley Rock, Color, Signet, Deep Forest Hermit, Squirrel Nest.
Oh,
there goes my Dark Depths.
Academy Manufactor and Academy Ruins. That's very bad for me.
All right, we good now?
Yep, that's all I want to do.
Yeah, I guess you could have done activations in response as well, but I assume you wanted the Nadirs to resolve.
I did. I'm just putting the stuff together that kills. That way that I can do this.
Hello,
right.
We call this the killing floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna do same thing here. I'm gonna sacrifice one of these humans. I will pay a life. And then I will get 2 treasure tokens, but then I will gain 1 life and draw a card. And then you guys will lose 4 and I'll gain 4.
Well, I think I'm dead. I don't know how much more you can sacrifice here.
I got
Does
One more.
Nightblade gain you life? I thought it was just loss of life.
No, it
Oh, it is
loses
gain.
life
Oh.
and you gain 1 life.
Wow. Yeah, Nadir's Nightblade is messed up.
So same thing with this. I'm gonna go up to 10 treasures. I'll sacrifice the human soldier. I will pay a life to create. I already created the 2 treasure tokens, and then I will gain a life and draw a card. And then you guys are going to lose 4 life, and I'll gain 4 life.
Hot take. I would actually probably say War and Soul Trader is kind of messed up, gang.
Yeah. No, I would absolutely say that's definitely one to look out for.
Ward Soul Trader is broken. I'm then going to. I think at this point I can display a loop to kill you guys.
Oh yeah, what you got?
Well, it'll be close actually. I guess we'll see. I can pay 4 of these to create two more fungus.
And each fungus makes 2.
And then each fungus will make 4 mana. So I'll just repeatedly being able to sacrifice and make them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's game.
To kill you guys.
Yeah, with the doubling season. Yep. So
I'm pretty sure all my wing trials were in the yard, anyways. Oh, right on the bottom. That's where Mirror Retriever was.
all right, absolutely drained to death. Darn. And you know what was silly? Even with Miles's extra milling he had there, I actually still had enough cards in my library for the Maze's End. I had just enough. I had 8 more things that could be clones of gates or actually be gates.
Goodness.
Dang.
My one opportunity to get back into a winning position was Mirror Retriever. He was dead bottom of the library.